What's up, everybody? It's Bree here at Vinyasa Wave. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today we're going to keep it nice and slow. We're going to do some stretching and mobility work. You are going to need 2 blocks, so come down to the center of your mat when you're ready. We're going to lay all the way back, and I'll show you how to set up the blocks when you're ready. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So the blocks are going to come to the back of your mat. You can stack 2 up if you have to. If you're using pillows or blankets, kind of get some height in there so you're a little bit more elevated off the floor. And whatever you're using is going to go in between your shoulder blades. So what we're going to do is we're just going to lay back over the blocks, let your arms come out, and then slowly let your head drop down. And then you'll just melt here for a few breaths. Big breath in, breath out. Good, just a few more. Usually once we start to stretch, our body starts to tense. So we want to reach that edge where we finally start to soften and just relax. Good, one more big breath. Good, slowly start to lift the head. Hands come behind the head for support. And then we're just going to drop the knees over to the right side and then bring them over to the left side, moving with your breath. So on the inhale, bring them through center. And then the exhale, they drop to the right. Inhale, move through center. Exhale over to the left. Good, we'll come back through center and then over to the right. Stay here. Option to take this right foot, place it on top of that left knee, and then we'll open back up around the blocks. Be gentle. Option to remove the blocks or lower the blocks down 1 block. Your choice. Good, unwind, gently pull the head back up, use the hands for support. Inhale, bring the knees through center, then we'll go over to the left side, place that left foot on top of the right knee this time, and then open back up around the blocks. Good, 2 more breaths. Good, unwind, gently pull that head back up, knees through center. We're gonna lower down our blocks. So I'm gonna take 1 out, and then you're gonna move it kind of into the middle of your back. So it's not super low, but it's not where it was before. So we're gonna work on a little bit of like thoracic mobility. I can't speak today. So same thing, we're gonna lay back around the blocks. This time hands come behind the head. And then on the inhale, we're gonna lift the chest. Good, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. You have to use your core to lift yourself up. Good, exhale, lower. Whenever you're stretching, you always wanna incorporate some strength into those shapes because flexibility is pretty much useless if you don't have strength in those spaces in the body. Good, keep the elbows wide. Last one, lift. Good, lower. Good, lower the head back onto the mat. And then we're gonna slide that block down so it's at your low back, kind of where the top of your butt meets your low back. Good, then we're gonna send our left leg long, press that left heel into the floor, and then right knee is gonna come into the chest. So we're doing posing energies to really maximize the stretch in the hips. So as you press that left heel into the floor, your right knee is pulling into the chest. Good, big breath in, breath out. Again, breath in, breath out. Good, all right, this next exhale, you'll send that leg up to the sky and then make sure that leg is nice and straight before you start to pull, because what happens is we pull with the knee and then pull this way. So if you really want to get the most out of the back of the leg, keep that leg straight and then pull towards the face. Okay, big breath in, breath out. One more, big breath in, breath out. Good, we're gonna grab on the pinky edge of that foot. So if you need to bend the knee so you can grab onto that foot, you can. And then we're gonna either stay here, so half happy baby, that left heel is still pressing into the floor. And then maybe we play with straightening that leg and then press this left hip into the block. It's gonna wanna come off, but keep it there as you straighten out that leg. Good, and then just keep going back and forth with the breath. I like to keep my left hand there as a reminder to keep that left hip on the floor. Good, last one, extend. Good, bring it back in, and then we'll switch sides. So let that right leg go long, heel presses into the floor, I'm hanging off my mat, and then left knee comes into the chest. So opposing energies, left knee is pulling in, right heel is pressing down. Good, when you're ready, extend up to the sky, and then gently pull towards the face. Remember, we're trying to keep a straight leg, so we're not pulling with the knee. If you need a little bit of length, I would add something around the foot, maybe a towel to kind of add some length, and that way you can keep the leg straight. Good, another breath in, breath out. Good, bend that knee, grab on the pinky edge, either stay here or we play with straightening the leg. Remember, this time now the right hip stays down and that right heel. Beautiful, bring it back in. Good, we'll go ahead and remove that block and make our way to a seated position. So sitting up nice and tall across the legs, I'll face you, but you don't need to change directions. Good, on the inhale, lift all the way up. Left hand comes down, right arm is gonna reach over towards the left side, and then we're gonna add a little movement with the breath. So on the exhale, lower that forearm down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift, lower, lift. Keep moving with your breath. Sometimes if you feel a little crunchy here, like if you're sitting like this and reaching, throw a block underneath that butt. It helps make some space in the body, and that way you're not so crunchy. And then you keep moving. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Last one, lift, lower. Beautiful. We'll meet with the right arm up. This time on the exhale, right arm is going to reach towards your left corner of the mat. So your chest is going to turn down to the floor. Good, on the exhale, we'll pull that elbow back, look up to the sky, open the heart. Good, inhale, reach. Exhale, pull back. Good, inhale, reach. Exhale, pull back. We'll hold it here. Chest is up to the sky, beautiful. And then exhale, right hand comes behind the back. Left arm comes up. We grab our right knee and then turn towards our right. Good, big breath in. Breath out. Good, take your right arm. We're gonna lift it up behind our back, and then we're gonna fall back over to our left side. So this left hand that's holding on the right knee, you're gonna use it as support to pull and rotate that chest towards the right side. And then that right arm comes up and over. Good, exhale, release, face it towards the front. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, right arm comes down, left arm reaches over, and then we move with the breath. So on the exhale, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. 3 more. 2, 1. Good. This time on the inhale, send your left arm towards that right corner of your mat. Chest turns towards the floor. Exhale, pull it back. Good, inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, reach. This time stay here on that exhale, open up that chest. Good, left hand comes behind the back, right arm comes up and over. We grab on to that left knee, turn the chest towards the left. Good, on the exhale, we take that left arm up and over behind the back towards that right knee this time. And then remember, this right hand pulls on the knee to turn the chest towards the left. Good, exhale, release, face it towards the front. And then we are gonna take our knees, I'm gonna face back towards the front so we don't get confused. And then we're gonna bring our feet about a little bit wider than our mat. Sit up nice and tall. Again, if you still feel crunchy here, keep that block underneath the butt. Toes are out, heels are in, arms reach up. Good, on the exhale, we're gonna reach the hands forward. Once they meet the floor, wherever they're at, you're gonna pull that heart forward. So a lot of the times we reach forward like this and then our shoulders come up into our ears. So we're gonna drop the shoulders, thread the heart forward. Hold it here, keep pulling the knees back. Breathe. Exhale. One more, big breath in. Breath out. Good. Lift the chest. We're going to send our legs straight forward. Good. Again, if you feel crunchy here, throw a block underneath the butt so that way we can make some space in the body. And then on the inhale, lift the arms up. Good. On the exhale, we reach forward. Good. And then kind of take inventory of your body. So if you feel rounded like this, or we're sitting back and then we're pulling and you feel it here, what I want you to do is bend your knees a little bit, grab onto the toes, and then pull that heart forward to try and get the belly onto the thighs. And then you'll stay here just like this, okay? If you're down a little bit farther but you still feel like you're rounded, start to pull, like grip onto your feet or your legs and pull that heart forward, shoulders come down, and then lower into that space. We have one more breath. Breath out. Beautiful. Lift the chest. Take one of your blocks. We're going to place it underneath that right heel. So that right heel is elevated. Toes are facing you. Lift the arms up on the exhale. Inhale, and then exhale, we reach forward. Good. Again, pull that heart through and then lower into that space. Keep that shoulders away from the ears. Good. One more breath. Good. Lift the chest. Keep that foot elevated. We're going to take our left hand, place it on the outside of this right leg. Place it on the floor or onto a block if you need. And then we're going to open up the chest to the right and then fly the arms. Good. Exhale, release. We'll switch sides. So move that block to the left heel. Good. Lift the arms up on the inhale. And then exhale, reach forward. Keep pulling the toes back towards the face. Reach, reach, reach. Good. Lift the chest. Take that right hand to the mat or to a block, and then we fly the arms. Good. One more breath. Good. Release. Good. Go ahead and move that block out of the way for a moment. Good. We're going to take our right ankle, place it over our left knee, sit up nice and tall. You have two options. So you can stay here, just do like a figure four, or we can pull that right heel closer to our left hip for half lotus. Lift up on the inhale, and then exhale, we reach forward. Good. One more breath. Good, slowly lift the chest. Take that foot that's across the left leg. We're gonna step it out to the side. Good. We're gonna get a little funky. We're gonna see if we can step up into our ninja squat. Okay, so I'm facing away from you, but my left leg is out, my right knee is bent. And then if you find that you're leaning forward or you're up on the toes, we'll throw a block underneath that right heel. And then we're gonna start to lift the chest up. Okay, maybe we put a block in front of us, so you'll put it in front of your hands to lift that chest up, but you have 2 breaths here. Big breath in, breath out. 1 more, big breath in, breath out. Good, we're gonna slowly sit back onto our butt, arms come up. I'm gonna take this right knee, I'm gonna internally rotate it down to the mat. If your body's like, no thank you, then you just take that right sole of your foot into your left thigh and then reach forward. If we want to try the internal rotation, we drop that knee in. Try your best to get both butt cheeks on the floor. If you feel like you're rocking over to the left side a little bit, just place a hand there to sit up nice and tall. If we feel like we got both butt cheeks down and this is comfortable, then we'll reach towards that left foot. Good, big breath in. Breath out. 1 more, breath in. Breath out. Good, release. Lift the chest, swing that right leg forward so we're back in a seated forward fold, and we'll set up for the other side. So left ankle crosses over the right knee. Stay here, or we pull that that left heel closer to that right hip. You're in half lotus. Lift up, exhale, fold. Good, 1 more breath. Good, slowly lift the chest, and here we go. So we're gonna step this left foot off to the side and then make your way up to a little ninja squat. So my left knee is bent, my right leg is out, and my toes are pulling towards my face. If we feel like we're leaning forward here and that front knee is dropping, what I want you to do is throw a block underneath that left heel. Maybe we come close to a wall and we place our hands on a wall or on the block to keep that chest lifted, okay? Hold it here. If we're able to get that heel down, you can play with opening up the chest. You could play with binding. There's many options here, but those right toes keep pulling towards the face. Good, on the exhale, slowly sit back gently. And then we internally rotate if that's what you're gonna do today. If not, we take that left sole of the foot into that right thigh. If we are internally rotating, we're gently bringing it down first. Get both butt cheeks down. If we feel like we're leaning, we're gonna place our right hand off to the side. If not, then we'll just make it all the way down to our right foot. 2 breaths here. Good, lift the chest, swing that leg in the front, just so we can get it out of the internal rotation, and then we'll swing both feet around. We're gonna tuck our toes, sit back onto our heels, stretch out those feet, but while we do that, we're gonna take our arms up and over our head, and then make sure that butt is down on the heels. So we're sitting up here, but we're gonna sit back. Grab opposite elbows, pull the elbows back behind you, and then maybe a little more. And then from there, we're gonna start to do little thoracic rotations. And then we're gonna keep the elbows wide, so keep pulling them around. Good, switch directions. Good, we'll meet up on top. Good, bring the hands down, you're in tabletop. keep the toes tucked. We're gonna sit back onto our heels. And then on the inhale, we're gonna push into the floor, round the spine, think cat-cow, shift forward, keep shifting forward till the last very minute. Drop the hips down, pull the heart forward, you're in up dog. Good, send it back to child's pose. Good, inhale, shift forward, round the spine, drop the hips on the way there, pull the shoulders back. Good, one more. And we go forward on the inhale, drop the hips. Good, this time we're gonna drop the chest all the way down. Good, we're gonna work on our back flexibility a little bit. So we're gonna bring the hands forward and then push into the hands. So you're kind of in up dog, but your hands are more forward than they normally would be. Good, we're gonna squeeze our glutes together, and this may be where you stay, but we're gonna lower down, lift up. Lower, lift. And then to know if you're doing it correctly, most of your weight or most of the effort should be in your low back that's lifting and lowering you. Like you should be able to like lift up and down almost without your hands. So like I don't even have my fingertips down and I can lift. So you really got to use that back. Lift. Good, last one, lift up. Maybe step that left hand forward just a little bit more. Push into that left hand, be mindful of that shoulder coming by that ear. We're gonna push so hard into that left hand. We're gonna send our right arm forward and then reach back. Good, bring it forward on the inhale. Exhale, bring it back. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it back. Good, switch sides, right arm comes down. Left arm reaches forward on the inhale. Exhale, open the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach. Last one, reach back. Good, exhale, bring the hands down. Good, we're gonna come into our table. And just some cat-cow to loosen up that spine after that. So on the inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Good, exhale, round, chin to chest. Again, inhale. Good, exhale. Good, inhale, bring it to a neutral spine. Tuck the toes, and then we're gonna send the hips up. You're in down dog. Good, and then just find movement that feels good. You have 2 breaths to explore your body, see what feels good. Good, move towards stillness. So heels are driving down, hands are pushing in to the mat. On the inhale, send that right leg up to the sky. And then we're gonna bend that knee, open up the hip. So your right knee is facing the sky. Good, square off the hips. On the exhale, step that right foot towards the top of the mat. And then take your block and we're gonna put it where our left knee will drop. So we're in a low lunge. Good, on the inhale, lift the chest up. And then we're gonna take this right leg, step it forward. So if I look at you from the side, you make a diagonal line. So we're gonna drop those hips down, arms reach up. Good, hold it here, big breath in. Breath out. Good, let the hands come together. Lean back just a little bit. If you want to add a little spice, you pick up that back foot. Keep reaching. Good, exhale, lower that foot back down. Good, we're gonna bring both hands to the inside of that right foot. Move your right foot to the edge of the mat. You're in lizard, but our left knee is still on that block. Stay here, pull that heart forward, or we come down to the forearms. Breathe here. Breath out. One more. Good, slowly come back to the hands if we weren't there already. And we're gonna roll this foot to the pinky edge. Take our right hand, gently press it onto that right knee. Open up that heart to the sky. Option to stay here, or we reach back for that foot in the back. Keep turning that chest, this left shoulder. We're not bearing all the weight. We're nice and strong. And then let those hips melt. A lot of the times we keep our hips up to then grab, and we're missing a big portion of that stretch when we keep those hips up. Good, release, bring that right hand forward. Good, we're gonna lift up that back knee just to move the block out of the way, and then take kind of a little step forward, drop that knee down. Good, we're gonna rock between the two. So on the inhale, straighten through that left leg. Good, so you're kind of in a modified pyramid. And then exhale, drop that left knee down. Good, lift. Maybe those right toes come up as you rock back, and then lower. You have 2 more. Beautiful, last one. We'll meet down on the floor. We'll step our right foot back to find our table. Send the hips back up, you're in down dog. Good, right leg goes up on the inhale. Good, bend that knee, open the hip. Good, step it forward towards the top of the mat. Find your block, place it where your right knee will drop down. Lift the chest on the inhale, and then take a big step forward so we can drop those hips down. Good, arms lift up on the inhale. Good, hands meet together, and then gently pull the chest back. Maybe we bend that right foot. Good, exhale, lower that foot. Both hands come to the inside of that left foot. Move your left foot to the edge of the mat. Find your lizard. Either stay here and pull that heart forward, drop the hips, or we come down to the forearms. Good, one more breath. Good, bring the hands back to the mat. We roll that left foot to the edge, left hand comes to the knee, turn the chest up to the sky, stay here, or we grab that back foot, but we're super strong in that right arm. Good, one more breath. Good, release. Bring that left hand back to the mat. Move that block out of the way, and then scooch that right foot in just a little bit, just so you can have some space. Good, we're gonna straighten through both legs, rock back onto that right heel, so you're kind of in a modified pyramid, and then exhale, drop that right knee down. Good, lift. Good, be mindful of this hip. It's gonna wanna open on the way up, but we're gonna keep it square. Good, last one, lift. Beautiful, we'll meet back on the mat. Step that foot back. Good, we're gonna sit back onto our heels, swing our legs around, find your straddle. Good, legs are wide. Good, take your block, we're gonna place it on the inside of our right leg. Right forearm comes down, left arm comes up, and we reach over towards that right foot. If that feels comfortable in the body, you can come down to the elbow, and then we try to meet hands behind the head. Good, inhale, lift. Move that block over to the left side. So again, we either come to the hand, bring it over, or we come down to the elbow. Hands meet behind the head. One more breath. Good, inhale, lift. Good, on the exhale, we're gonna go forward, but before we reach forward, take stock of your body. If we're sitting back almost like on the top of our butt and we're leaning back, and then we can already feel ourselves doing this, or our knees are coming in, I want you to throw a block underneath your butt. Elevate yourself. Maybe 1, maybe 2, heck, maybe if it's even 3, or sit on a chair and then open your legs. And that way we're in a good body space when we're leaning forward. So arms reach up, and then exhale, we reach forward. Knees stay up, feet stay pulled back. Your belly, try to think about getting it down to the floor. So you have to rotate the hips forward, and then we reach forward. And then same thing, we pull that heart forward, shoulders come away from the ears, and then lower down into that space. Good, one more breath. Good, lift the chest up. Beautiful. We're gonna take our right leg, cross it in front of us. Take our left leg, cross it on top. So we're in cow face pose. So the closer your heels are to your body, the easier it's going to be. If you need to throw a block underneath the top leg, you definitely can. And then the farther out or the more parallel the feet are to the mat, like this, the more spicy it's gonna be. So you choose the spice, play around with it, listen to your body, pick a spot, and then what you're gonna do is hands come out to the side, and we're just gonna lean into that space. You can bring your hands forward if you'd like. Good, lift the chest, and then we'll switch sides. This is our last shape. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Try to get both butt cheeks down. Again, throw a block underneath that top leg or underneath the butt to make some space. And then from there, you choose the spice, and then we lower down. One more breath. Good, slowly walk the chest back, unwind. You made it to the end of class. I hope you enjoyed today's stretch and mobility class. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.